It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Steelers' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steelers and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so...
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
And they did get that win last week, but instead of being a player you win because of, this quarterback was a player they won in spite of. A lot of issues taking care of the football. They canceled out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Let's see what they went with on third down. Throwing from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. Austin's there to haul it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard catch, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A toss running left, Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets him around 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now Dak to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. First down, here's Dak. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Second and 3. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. They're throwing it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Dicker connects there. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Looking slant route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st and 10, Prescott. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Calvin Austin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, Warren. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Malik Hooker with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Warren. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
They'll cobble together a yard there. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Setting up a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He's going to throw this one. Freiermuth there, bring it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get you.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Dak now from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing again is Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Prescott here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll throw it. It's Pickens on the slant. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers who have 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it again. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they'll have 90-plus yards ahead of them as they take over following the pick. First down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by the special teams ace, Miles Killebrew. All right, here we go, second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Dak to the air here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. This finds Austin complete. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on first is Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, Prescott. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Bucky Irving, a touchdown run in the victory. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it was the Vikings serving as the home team who come away with the victory. J.J. McCarthy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week, the Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead. set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Cowboys about set to take over. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Prescott will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Holcomb there on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he's got it back again.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Warren's got it, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Caught by Freiermuth. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he's taken down after a short rush in about the 36. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. It's fielded at the 14. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Chased out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Connecting on a slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Warren once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go with Warren on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Dak out of the pistol. Ferguson's got it, complete. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Prescott here from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Dak now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now start the drive with Warren. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23, Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Dak. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's caught, Ferguson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. From the red zone now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Now it's Williams. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage?
And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Austin. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll throw on 1st. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Warren here from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43. Completed here to Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. Bouncing football. This one bounces out of bounds right at the line, so it'll stay with the offense here. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Prescott now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Steelers will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They run with Warren. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Austin put in motion right. Running it after the penalty. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. This offense ready to get going again now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. From the 24. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. He reaches the sideline. Clock stops, but the defense holds him to a gain of maybe 6 or 7. Looking to throw it. He stays up. He just throws this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options